Well, guys, it's been a wonderful second half to the year. What can I say? You've gone 47 in 30, which really makes me wonder what happened at the start of the year, but that's fine. But anyway, today our season ends, but there is still a lot to play for. Now, if Tony Vega gets hit 3 times by a pitch today, he'll go 3rd all-time in a single season, which would be a magnificent effort. So, Tony, no warm-up for you today, mate. We want you as slow and stiff in that batter's box as possible. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Detroit Tigers. It's Season 9, Episode 7, the final game of the season against Texas. We are not going to the postseason, but I tell you what, there was a moment where I thought we were. We got as close as 4 games outside the wild card with about 3 weeks of the season left, and unfortunately, we just couldn't quite keep going, but we've been going brilliantly. Now, there is a lot to play for today. That is because Tony Vega here loves getting hit by a baseball. He is 3 hits away, so to speak, from actually going 3rd all-time in a season. Kiston Hura. Wonderful stuff from here. I didn't realize he was so good. But yeah, he's gone 2nd all time. So it could be Tony Vega's, probably will be Tony Vega's last game for us today. But a lot for him to play for individually. So let's hope that he can. You can see there he's 6th all time. He just doesn't move. He's Tony Smash. Either he hits the ball for over the fence or the pitcher hits him, it seems like. So yeah, wonderful. So, I mean, if we gave him another season, he'd probably go 2nd all time. Is that enough reason to keep Tony Vega at the club? Let's go and have a look and see exactly how we've done. Now, we have won 15 of 24 since last episode. We are going to be over 500, which is incredible since we were 14 games back, but midway through the season. I actually had a look, and midway through the season, since we sort of made those mid-season changes, we've played 610, which would make us the 2nd best team in baseball behind the Twins if we'd done that for the full season. Now, if buts and maybes, obviously. But that is quite impressive, isn't it? Now, we do have 1 or 2 injuries, just one actually. Jesus Limas is day-to-day for 3 to 4 weeks with a, was it back? Shoulder. There's no real need to risk him today, so we won't be doing that. The other man who will be playing his final game today is CJ Abrams, who is a free agent. I'm going to give him the start just out of, one last time sort of thing. Now, if we go and have a look at how we have done since we left you last. And we, of course, left off with this disappointing result, let's be honest, against Seattle. We played Oakland. We won 2 of 3 against them. We won 2 of 3 against a good Tampa Bay side. San Antonio came to town. We won the first 2 here. Close, high-scoring affairs. In the last game here, we actually had a grand slam from Tony Vega in the 3rd, which was a 5-run inning for us personally. But you can see there as well, bottom of the 9th, 3 runs, including a walk-off 2-run home run from Singley to get us ahead from 8-9 down to 10-9 up. 3 errors in this one for us as well. Everybody's batting stats for the game you can see there as well. Child was having a good day at the plate. Cavazos, the catcher. It was a good day all round. And the pitching, maybe not a game for the pitchers this one. Barrera, who has gone off form a little bit towards the end of the year, which is a shame. But I still think he might have a role to play, if not in the starting rotation, then certainly the bullpen next season. So if we go over the page to September, you'll see we then went and swept San Antonio, which is brilliant. Now, we won the first 2 games in Cleveland. Now, Cleveland were about equal with us. At this point, when we won this game, we were 4 games behind the Yankees for that wild card spot, and you can see we were going to New York as well. And I thought, we might be going to do this, But then we lost the game there. This is the killer. A 1-0 game in the 11th. We then scraped a 2-1 win, and then the other killer, I think, here was this extra inning 4-5 loss to New York in New York. We won the rest of that series. If we'd won those 2 games, I think this might have turned out a little bit differently for us. But anyway, we went and played Boston. We won 2 of 3 against them. We played, again, a very good Jays side. We got blown away a little bit in game 1, but then we had 2 very tight games. 1 win, 1 loss in the 10th inning. Game 3 here, we had a grand slam in the top of the 9th from Singley, who apparently is just a 9th inning specialist at the end of this year. So that got us level out of absolutely nowhere, and then we went on to win it in the 10th. Again, 2 errors defensively were maybe not maybe not the greatest. We can see everybody's numbers there. You can see Singley had a good day apart from that, going 3 for 5. He was the only one. Vega got 2 RBIs in there as well. I think he hit a home run. No, Mendoza hit the other home run. So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad by any stretch. And if we go and have a look at the pitches, again, maybe not a night to be on the mound. But Eknes, with his 32nd save for the season, for someone who only started doing the role midway through the year, he's done absolutely brilliantly. And then we played this series against Texas, and I've just realized I didn't have those on my stats here since last episode. So we've actually won 17 of 26 and played about 660, which would make us the best team in baseball. So that is how good it's been going. If we go and have a look at the actual standings, we can see them here, and yeah, like I say, we have come back from the dead, and we just left ourselves too much to do in that first part of the season where we were truly horrid. If we look at the wild card, we have 4 games back. Obviously, it's too late now. If we could, in theory, and it again doesn't really matter because you miss out, but we could find ourselves no less than 3 games back of a wild card. Considering we were 14 games off 500 halfway through the year, that has been a little bit of a spectacular comeback. In terms of season leaders, not too much has changed for us. The one thing that you will see down here that has changed is Yordani Kimona. Brilliant end to the season. He is just a quiet achiever, isn't he, for this team? He's got himself in the top 3 in ERA. And I think Eknes has 33 or 34 saves now. He's not going to make the top 3, but considering he only started doing the job about halfway through the year, he's done really, really well. There's so many positives for this team moving forward. So let's have a look at everybody's pitching numbers. Like I say, Barrera has been a little bit disappointing towards the end of the year, but I'll tell you who's done really well as a starter is Kyle Harrison. He has been nothing short of superb. So that's obviously a very, very good sign. He's only had 6 starts, so perhaps a small sample size. But I think between him and Barrera, 2 left-arm pitchers, I dare say, with Shane Baz to come back in, we're looking at our starting rotation next year. Either Harrison or Barrera will start. The other one will be the long reliever in the bullpen, left-arm long reliever. So, yeah, I don't think we actually need to do too much for next season, if I'm honest. I think we're just about ready to go. Avila will be the man to drop out. All things being equal between now and the end of the season and the beginning of next season. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with how we're going. That's 33 saves for Eknes. So yeah, done absolutely superbly. He's had 2 blown saves all year, and I say all year, but from when he took over the role. And if we go so he's had 50. He started 7 games, so he's had 50 games out of the bullpen. I'm not sure he was closing for all of them, but I mean, he's just been brilliant. And if we go and have a look at the batters, now we have, with the expanded roster board, a couple of players in. Abrams came back. He had some time in AAA rehabbing. He's come back in. The other man that has come back in is Oscar Pena. Now, you may remember when we first traded Urbina, I gave him a call-up. I popped him back down to AAA when I think we traded for TB, but he has been brilliant. I think he's making it very difficult to not have him in the lineup for next season. And yeah, just generally speaking, it's just gone so well. As I say, the issue we have for next year, the big question is Tony Vega. What do we do with him? His arbitration right now is about $7 million. I don't know. I don't know what we do with him. We can have this conversation perhaps during the game, but we've got Bernal to come in, and I'll show you Bernal. He has had a season in AAA, batted .260, and he's hit 11 home runs from 427 at bats. So I guess the question is, do we bring Bernal in, give him that season in Major League Baseball? He's already played a little bit, of course, up in the majors this season. So yeah, it's just a little bit of, do we give him another year in AAA to give him that development, or the fact that he's already started his Major League service, do we bring him in as the future, thank Vega for his service and move him on and go from there? But anyway, that's what we've got. That is everything caught up on. Let's go and let's go see how we go. Final game of the regular season against Texas. On your feet, Detroit, as the better late than never Tigers take the field. At first base, Octavio Mendoza. At second base, it's C.J. Abrams. At third base, it's Jim Singley. The shortstop is Ivan Aldana. In left field, it's Oscar Pena. In center field, it's Keenan TB. In right field, it's Troy Childers. Designated hitter is Tony Vega. Behind the plate, it's Zion Rose. And tonight's starting pitcher is Copkun Ece. So the matchups don't look spectacular, do they? But Oscar Pena will lead us off in left field. Singley will bat second at third. It is TB in center field, batting third. It is Vega designated hitting, possibly, as I say, for the last time. He's at 4. It is Mendoza at first base, batting 5. Childers in right field, bat 6. Abrams, his last game for us, bat 7 at second base. Aldana is playing shortstop in this one. He bats 8. It is Zion Rose catching at 9. Copkun Ece will be the man on the mound. He has an 11-13 record. He has just been so up and down this year. His ERA says 5.33. I do think, especially when he's on, he is better than that. The issue he has, and he's only young, of course, is that when he's bad, he tends to go 2 innings and give up 8 runs, and that really obviously does hurt his ERA. We're up against Jack Litter maybe. Is that Al Leiter? Is that in relation to him? Mets legend, of course. He has had a 15-11 season, a 3.32 ERA, a whip of 1.32. So on the surface of things, they have much the better pitcher here. But I'm telling you, if Eke's on, we are right in this game. So for one last time, welcome to Detroit. Volpe at the plate, batting 243 for them. And we'll see how we go this game. It'd be nice. I mean, the fact that we're going to finish above 500 no matter what, that's obviously excellent. But yeah, we'll see how we go. The Texas are a good side. They're already qualified for the playoffs, and they start with a little popped up fly spinny thing into right field for a leadoff single. In comes Nate Lowe, batting 294 for them. First pitch swing up the middle, and oh, it's a wonderful catch by C.J. Abrams. Something to remember him by. Jordan Green comes in now. And there's a double play ball, if I ever saw one. And Aldana at shortstop has made the error. Oh dear. I mean, he is just a backup. Ideally, it would be Fernandez playing there. But he was a little tired today, so I didn't see the sense. That could be another double play ball. And, oh no, we just get the one. Runner goes to third. And it'll bring in Luis Muñez, who is batting 229 this season. It's a full count. And that should be out, surely, to end the innings. It does. The error doesn't cost us, and we'll go and have a bat. All right, Oscar Pena to lead us off, batting 348, albeit from a limited season. But he's just made himself undroppable. He's at the top of the order, and has he? No, he's popped it up. First pitch into left field, simple catch, 1 away. In comes Jimmy Singley now, batting 278. Now we are going to be voting on our MVP. During the 7th inning stretch. Singley was nominated. I can't remember if he's sort of actually one of the nominees or not. TB now, who I can tell you is a nominee, batting 328 this season, a 1-2 pitch. Singley, who are you? TB strikes out to end the inning, and we don't even get a base runner, unfortunately. So Parker Meadows. There we go. Former Tiger, of course, batting 153 this season. He was an October specialist, wasn't he? He's grounded that to the shortstop, and that will be 1 away. And it will bring in Armando Cruz, batting 271. Now, the fact that Texas have qualified for the postseason already, I suspect we're maybe not getting their strongest team, although they do outmatch us up almost every position. Herrera now comes in, batting 262, a full count, 2 out, no one on, and a ground ball down the third base line, past Singley, out there to Pena in left field, for a 2-out double. All right, well, let's see what we can do now with Mason Wynn. That's a weird spelling of Mason. I've never seen it spelled like that before. I'm assuming it's Mason. It's one of those that when you actually sort of say it, you say Mason, but it doesn't look like Mason at all. It is Tony Vega, batting 249. He's got 93 RBIs, 27 home runs this season. I do wonder, and he's got a single there as well, I do wonder if it is worth hanging on to him for one more year. If it's $7 million, it's not going to break the bank, especially when it was Mendoza watches strike 3. Especially with C.J. Abrams leading, and that sort of gives up his $12 million sort of back into salaries. I do wonder a little bit if maybe one more season of Tony Vega might be a sensible thing to do. But anyway, we've got Childers at first now, Vega at second, Abrams at the plate, batting 226. Of course, he has missed so much of this season with injury, and he's quick, and he turns out to be just quick enough to break up that double play. As Volpe has got a bit of an injury, but he's fine. It's Aldana now batting 257 this season, a 1-1 pitch. Aldana straight back to the pitcher, and that will end the inning, unfortunately. And it'll bring Volpe back in, 1-for-1 today to face Ece. A full count, and that is into left field for a leadoff single. Can we get it in quick enough? Yes, we can, so we just keep it to a single. Nice work out there from Pena. It is Nate Lowe coming back in, who's 0-for-1. He has hit that into left field. Back goes Pena. He makes a diving catch at the track. And that is a very, very nice play out there as well. One away runner at first for Jordan Green, who's 0-for-1. And that is going to get away from the catcher. No, good work from Rose behind to keep the runner at first. And it is now a 3-1. Ece, oh, that could be a double play. There's one. No, it is just one. But we get the lead man at second. So 2-out man at first for Peno, who is 0-for-1 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. Can Ece finish him off in style? Well, he's tried to finish him off just by hitting him, though. So 2-on, 2-out now for Luis Muñez, who is 0-for-1. It's a full count. It is... Oh, they're running on the play. It's going to score a run. If that was not just, if that was one or none outs, the runner doesn't score there, does he? But it is an RBI single, 2-out runners at the corners for Parker Meadows. Parker Meadows pops it up. And Pena is there, makes the catch, ends the inning, but we fall 1-0 down on the top of the third. In now will come Zion Rose to lead us off, batting 266 this season. A 2-2 pitch. A little bit of a disappointing season for him, I've got to say, as he gets a lead-off single. I thought he was going to be our #1 sort of lead catcher this season, but to be honest, Cavazos has outperformed him for the most part. Oscar Pena now comes back in, 0-for-1 today. A 1-2 pitch. Pena gets tied in a knot and goes and takes a seat. In comes Jimmy Singley, who is 0-for-1. Zion Rose at first, another 1-2 pitch, and he has got it into right field, and it is going to drop in. Zion Rose does not stop, goes for third, and I think he gets there. He does. So good base running there. So we've got runners at the corners, one away for TB, who's 0-for-1. An 0-1 pitch. TB, oh, it's going to pop it up into foul territory. So it's 2-out now for Vega. Now Vega has a little milestone coming up here, but he walks to load the bases. They're not going to hit him, are they? They're doing that on purpose. So it's Mendoza. Loaded bases, 2-out, bottom of the third. He's 0-for-1 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. Octavio, come on, mate. Oh, he's hit it. Is it going to drop in? It is. It's going to tie the game. It's going to give us the lead. It's a 2 RBI double. Vega, no, stop at third, mate. You're no chance. Oh, Tony Vega has gone from first. Somebody get that man some oxygen. He's going to pass out over home plate. And a bases clearing double for Mendoza. What a piece of hitting that is. And Childers now, who's 1-for-1 with a chance to extend that lead. And he is going to do it as he crushes it into right center field. Mendoza will score on the play. Childers will turn for third and get there comfortably for an RBI triple. A wonderful little 2-out rally going here. And it's going to be CJ Abrams now with a chance to drive in a run. He's 0-for-1 today. It's a 1-2 pitch. And CJ strikes out. And he is doing nothing. If there's any doubts about letting him go to free agency, he's doing nothing to get rid of that, is he? So Armando Cruz will come in to lead them off. 0-for-1 today to face Ece. It's an 0-2 pitch. Ece with a strikeout. 125th strikeout. I don't know if that's of his career or the season. That is for the season. It's probably a very similar number, actually, though I think he did play one season last season. And this is his second. But anyway, it's a 1-out single up the middle. So runner at first now for Mason Wynn, who is 0-for-1, only 0-for-4 for the season, so very new in his season. It's another strikeout for Ece, so 2 away now for Volpe, who is 2-for-2. And that will end there as he will be out at first to end the fourth. So we are still 4-1 up. And it will be Aldana to lead us off. 0-for-1 today. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Aldana gets it into center field. It drops in for a leadoff single. No, he's going to try and get the second. It's gone straight. It's an error. He tries to barehand it, juggles it, and he gets the second. So it is an error. Good on you, Parker Meadows. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Zion Rose, 1-for-1 today. Can he drive in a run? It's a first pitch swing. He's got it into left field, and it does drop in. I don't know if that's going to score the run or maybe stay at third. He does. Aldana is not quick, as you can see there. Oscar Pena now will come in, 0 for 2. None out, runners at the corners. Pena, oh, it could be a double play. Run, Oscar, he gets there. So a run comes across. It is 5-1. 1 out, runner at first for Singley, who's 1 for 2. And that is popped up. And it's one of those awkward ones where the base runner is staying at first and the guy that's hit it kind of knows he's done, doesn't he? TB now, 2 out, runner at first. He's 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. Oh, it gets away from the catcher. Over to second will go Pena. And can TB now drive in a run? TB gets it into center field. Is it going to drop in? No, it's not. Parker Meadows is there. So we add a 5th run in the 4th. We're 5-1 to the good. It'll be Nate Lowe coming in to face Ece. Lowe is 0 for 2 today. It's a 2-2 pitch, and that is going to be 5-2. Unfortunately for Ece. It just takes the shine off the start, doesn't it? It sort of puts him from a very good start into sort of, you know, 4-earned runs territory, and that's when ERAs start to creep a little bit more than you'd like. But Jordan Green will come in now. No one on, no one out. A 1-2 pitch, and there's 1 out now. That is strike 3. And another strikeout for Ece, his 4th of the game. Payno comes in 0 for 1 today. It's a 2-2 pitch on him. And that will be out. Abrams has it over to first, where Mendoza makes the catch. It is Munoz now, who is 1 for 2. He has an RBI already today. It's a 3-1 pitch. And that should be caught in right field there by... Who's in right field today? It's not TV, it's Childers. And that ends the the top of the 5th. They do pull one back. It's a 3-run lead for Tony Vega now, who is 1 for 1. It's a full count. Oh, and it's a strikeout. 1 away. Mendoza now, who is 1 for 2. Hit the bases clearing double last time up. A first pitch swing. Mendoza gets it into left field. That's going to drop in as well. And that might be a double. No, Mendoza stops at first. So that is a 1 on 1 out for Childers, who is 2 for 2. It's a 2-0 pitch. And that could be a double play. It is. And it will end the 5th. So we go to the 6th. 5-2 up. Parker Meadows to lead them off against Ece. Meadows, of course, 0 for 2 today. It's a full count. Oh, that's a ball. And that will be a lead-off walk as well. Now, Meadows was pretty quick, wasn't he? So he's a good base runner. And that'll do it for Ece. He goes 5 innings. He's still got a base runner to deal with, but 2 earned runs so far. Not too bad. Kalina Sawyer will come in to face Armando Cruz, who's 0 for 2. And it is a full count. And that is into deep right field. The base runner's going back. It is caught. Runner will stay at first. 1 away. Herrera now, who is 2 for 2. He takes a first pitch swing. Pops it up into center field. Another 1 out. 2 down. Runner at first for Mason Wynn. And there's a strikeout to end the top of the 6th. Excellent work from Sawyer. That does close the book on Ece now. Chase Lee will come in to face Abrams, who is 0 for 2. I would like CJ to get on base here if we can. Could we get one more? Oh, there we go. He's done a leadoff single. Can we get one more? CJ Abrams, stolen base for the Tigers. It is Aldana now, who's 1 for 2. There he goes. Is he going to get there? CJ Abrams. Oh, he's just such a good base runner, isn't he? Aldana now. The thing with... Oh, Aldana gets it down into the right field corner. That will score a run. Aldana will go to second, and it is 6-2. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Abrams, he's only 29. Like, he is still young enough to have a future, but I just don't think he offers enough with the bat, potentially. And he wants $14 million to stay, and that's an error that's going to put a man at first. So with no one out, we have runners at the corners. And Pena to the plate, who is 0 for 3. Does have an RBI, and that looked like a decent hit off the bat. It is caught in left field, but it will score the run. So it is now 7-2 in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, runner at first for Singley, who's 1 for 3. Yeah, I just feel like with Lemus, and Singley gets a good hit into left center field. Is that going to score a run? Now, Aldana is not the quickest, and he wisely, I think, stops at third. So we have 2 on, 1 out for TB, who is 0 for 3. And TB, he has got it through. Yes, he has. So he drives in a run. It is now 8-2. And it is Vega to face the new man, Joel Rivas. What can Tony do? It's a 1-1 pitch. Tony Vega! No, it's not going to be. But the runner has tagged up. The runner will score. And it is now 9-2. So a nice little milestone there for Vega. Not bad for someone who didn't start his Major League career till he's 30. But Mendoza will strike out. That will end the 4th, but 4 more runs. It is looking, dare we say, comfortable right now. Chase Valentine will come into pinch hit. He is 1 for 1 this season. It is a first pitch swing, and, well, he should have retired after his first at bat. That is caught in centre field. 1 away. In will come Nate Lowe, who hit the home run last time up. It's a 1-2 pitch, and it is a strikeout for 2 away. And this is possibly the best we've ever seen Sawyer pitch, certainly on camera. Tony Hard is going to come in now to pinch hit. He is batting 206 this season. It's a 2-2 pitch. Can we finish it in style? Yes, we can. And we will stretch. And we will vote. Okay, welcome back. Now, as I said, it is time to vote for the MVP. We'll be announcing the winner next episode. Now, thank everybody who did nominate. We had many players nominated. Only one had multiple nominations. So for the other 3 nominees, I've used WAR to determine who it is that gets nominated. It's, I think, the fairest way to compare batters and pitchers to each other. So in alphabetical order, the first nominee is Yordani Kimona. He is, just as I said at the top, he's an unsung hero of our rotation. A 15-6 record, 2.93 ERA, 169 strikeouts, and a WAR of 4.4. The next nominee is the outfielder Chris Ford, predominantly played in centre field this season, batted 269, and home runs of 7, 36 RBIs, and a WAR of 1.9. Next up, it is Jimmy Singley, the third baseman, batting 278 this season, 13 home runs, 44 RBIs, and a WAR of 2.3. And the final nominee is Keenan TB. Now, these are his stats with Tigers, not his overall season stats, and this is before the game started. But yeah, the batting average of 329, 16 home runs, 52 RBIs, and a WAR of 3, which isn't a bad return for half a season, is it? So down below, in the what's it called? The description. There's going to be a link at the top there. Click on that, and it'll take you through to a straw poll. Vote for who you think has been our MVP so far, or MVP this season, not so far. And we will announce the winner at next episode's end of season awards. Now let's get back to this game and see if we can finish it off with a win. And speaking of Chris Ford, he is going to pinch hit and lead off the inning for us. As I said in the thing there, batting 269 this season. First pitch swing, and he has popped that up. So that will be the first out of the bottom of the 7th. In now will come CJ Abrams. It could be his last at bat for it as a Tiger. He's 1 for 3 tonight, a 1-2 pitch, and Abrams has sent it into deep left field. Is it going to? No! Caught at the fence for 2 away. Aldana now comes in, batting 2 for 3 tonight. It's a 1-1 pitch, and Aldana hits it well, but straight to left field to end the 7th. So it's still 9-2 going into the 8th. It will be Avila to come onto the mound to face Pano, who is 0 for 2. Avila has done a decent job, I'd say, coming in out of the bullpen. He's not a starter. We've tried him as a starter, and he just didn't work. But out of the bullpen, he's been okay. I do think he's probably the weakest link, though. But he's definitely somebody that, we'll call into spring training next year. And even if he starts in AAA, he's somebody that I'm sure we'll see as injuries come into play during the season. So it's 2 out now for Parker Meadows, who's 0 for 2. A first pitch swing, and Meadows gets it over shortstop in front of the left fielder. And he has himself a 2 out. He had himself a 2 out hit. He's thrown out at second. So he's listening to the Tigers base coaches there, not the Rangers base coaches, I'd say. All right, Zion Rose will come in to lead us off. He is 2 for 3 tonight, having a nice day at the plate, and that will continue as he cracks one into left center field for a leadoff double. Unlikely to get a triple. He doesn't tend to do those, so he has got 1 this season. That's a nice way to start the inning, though. Oscar Pena, who is 0 for 3 but does have 2 RBIs. It's a 2-2 pitch, and Pena pops it up. And that will be 1 away. And Rose, stay where you are there, please, mate. It brings in Singley, who is batting 2 for 4 tonight. A 1-2 pitch on him. And Singley gets it into right field, and that might score a run. Zion Rose, no, he stops at third. And it will bring TB to the plate. 1 for 4 tonight. A 2-1 pitch. Keenan Tebe. He has popped it up. Now, is that going to score the run from third? It might be deep enough. It might not. Zion Rosa's going for it, and he gets there. So we get to double digits on the final day of the regular season. Tony Vega now, it could be, possibly is his last at bat as a Tiger. It is a wild one, and let's see what he can do. He is 1 for 2 tonight, of course, with the RBI. And he has hit that into right field, and it might be a second RBI as the runner turns, goes, and slides in. Jimmy Singley scores. It is a 95th RBI of the season for Tony Vega. And Holden Powell, it's nice to see him again here at Comerica Park. He's going to face Mendoza with 1 on, 2 out. It's a 1-1 pitch. What can Mendoza do? He can take him down into right field, and I don't think Vega's going to score from first again. If he does it twice in a game... Oh, what an effort from Tony Smash. It is unbelievable. He has run 6 bases in 2 hits there. It is 12-2 now. Mendoza with the triple, and Ford will come in 0 for 1 tonight and draws the walk. So 2 on with runners at the corners now. Holden Powell is not having a good return, and this will be CJ Abrams' last at bat as a Tiger. And he gets himself a hit. He gets himself an RBI. It is now 13-2. And yes, it's a heavily rotated Texas side, but we are absolutely putting them to the sword here. It is Aldana. This is making up for every game through the regular season where we didn't show up. We've had 3 4-inning runs. 4-run innings even. 18 hits, and it's going to be a Villa to close it out for us here. Can you imagine if they score 11 runs and come back in this one? Oh, that would be something, wouldn't it? Anyway, it's out at first, 1 away. Carlos Herrera comes in now. 1-2 pitch. He gets it through the infield for a 1-out single. So Avila gives up the hit. He'll face Mason Wynn now, who's 0 for 3 tonight. It's a first pitch swing, and that might be a double play that ends the game. No, it is just out at second. So 2 out, runner at first. They're down to their final out. It's Chase Valentine, who is 0 for 1 tonight. It's a 1-2 pitch, and Avila ends our season in style. 13-2. Bring on next season. So Tony Vega, not the sharpest tool. I love that. It's such an insult. His nickname is Thunder. His actual nickname is Tony Smash because he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He doesn't have to be. He just has to hit a baseball hard. And 95 RBIs, 27 home runs. Do we want to just give that away that quickly? You know what I mean? If we look at what his arbitration estimate is, it's now gone up to just under 9 million. I don't know what we do with him. Let me know what you think in the comments. There's a part of me that thinks, what's one more year? What's one? I wonder if we could get him to agree to even. I wonder if we could get him to agree to like 7 million or something. If we, see, that's too much, Tony. It's too much. Help me, help you. 7.5 mil. Come on. What about 7.9 mil? We're just not getting anywhere here, Tony. 8.25 mil. This is, I think, as far as I'm willing to go. He wants 9.7. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really thought he might sign for us if we offered him a little bit less. But anyway, that is that. Season ends, and we have a look at the standings. We finished the season 83-79. That's not bad, is it? Considering, as I say, how the season started. That has been a very, very impressive second half of the year. And if we use our new pitching coach as the sort of the guide as to how it's gone 48-30 for the second half of the year. It's more or less the second half. I think we're 1 or 2 games short of half a season with him. A batting average for the team of 275, an ERA of 390. It's just gone very, very well. And like I say, such a shame we couldn't have started the season like that. But I think everything now is in place for next season. We just need to, well, I don't even know if we need to do that much over the off season, to be honest. We've got 15 million on free agents, almost 34 million on extensions. We don't need to extend anybody. Upcoming free agents here will go to all players, and yeah, there's not really anybody. The only other players that are wanting major league contracts are guys that we've never actually seen play in the majors before. So yeah, there's no need to extend anybody. Do my best to strengthen. Like I say, I don't know we need to do that much. Maybe a starting pitcher, maybe you bring Shane Baz in here. Carmona, Morales, Eke are all ready to go, I think, for next season. Baz comes in, and it's just one. And I think I trust either Harrison or Barrera to get the job done. That if we can get maybe a little bit of Stardust in, then maybe that's worth doing. But yeah, it's just gone so well second half of the year. Yeah, it's whether we keep Vega and whether we get a starting pitcher. I think they're the two questions. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Take care.